Welcome. Come on
doing?
into my house.
Great.
Good to have you here.
Thank you, Chelsea.
I'm going to invite you right into my humble abode.
All right. Nice place you got here. Very cool.
I got people locked in the bedroom. Just kidding. The local experiment is back on the couch where it all started, and I am here with Justin Hawley to talk about the up-and-coming Bitcoin digital currency. First question.
All right.
What does that mean?
What does that mean? Well, Bitcoin is a digital currency, which means it's like a dollar where you can use it for goods or services. You can use it as a speculative or investment vehicle, that kind of thing. But what it tries to do, it has all the benefits of being digital, and it tries to replicate many of the things that make, for example, gold valuable.
Yeah.
So, for example, gold is mined out of the ground. Well, Bitcoin is mined using computer processing power, which is real energy, real world energy. Gold has got a very it has an element of scarcity, right? There's really a finite amount of gold in the earth that can be mined, and Bitcoin also has a finite number to its algorithm. It's computer code.
Gotcha.
So there will only be 21 million Bitcoin ever mined. So
there's a limit.
There's a limit.
A huge limit. But
Yeah.
just like with gold, it's there's a limit of the gold.
Correct.
So if anybody knows the history of gold and how that turned into money, they can
Right.
kind of understand that with digital currency.
Yeah. A lot of the things that make gold attractive make Bitcoin attractive, and one of the most probably attractive features of Bitcoin that I didn't mention is that it's decentralized. And so right now, for example, the dollar's kind of in a state of trouble right now. We have a central bank that, tomorrow Bernanke could say, "Merry Christmas, here's another $1 trillion in the economy." And what that does to people's savings is it makes each dollar worth less. And so Bitcoin, it's not like that. Everything is all open. It's open source and public. Actually, each transaction is even public. And so you can, the amount that is mined and how it's mined and all of those kind of variables, how much there will be, they're all out there for anybody to see and experiment with.
Fascinating. I like this. We're on the cutting edge.
You bet.
So why is it popular now?
Well, it is popular now for a variety of reasons, some of which I just told you. But the main reason is that, I believe anyway, that people have a growing distrust of fiat currency or currency by force. So the U.S. government says the dollar is what you're going to use to make, trades with and exchange with. And in Europe, they say the euro. Well, what happens is when things go south because they have some nincompoops in power that are determining the monetary policy, well, then you have places like Cyprus that are just like, they would only allow them to, for example, take out $200 a day from an ATM. Or, things like that, or they'd seize bank accounts or whatever. And the fact that the central government doesn't control it, as well as all the, really sound fundamental principles of it, makes it incredibly attractive. And in fact, when you see the fiat currencies collapse, like in Cyprus, people are flocking to Bitcoin. You can get a university education, you can get a beachfront condominium. It's kind of the direction that the world is going. And for those of us that are on the forefront of it, there's a lot of opportunity. It's a little bit like the Wild West right now. It's a lot of fun.
So then, where do you see the future of it?
Bitcoin is the future. And it's not just the future of Bitcoin. Bitcoin is as revolutionary to money as the internet was to communication. There will be a day in the future where you'll be able to have banks be almost a thing of the past, at least in the ways that we see them now.
Exactly, yeah. They're changing.
Yeah.
You're learning stuff, people. And Justin, where are some of the places that people can go to learn more about this? I know you have a Bitcoin group here in Rochester.
Locally, if you're in Rochester, on the local experiment here, on Facebook, there's a group called the Rochester MN Bitcoin Group.
Which I'm a part of now, because I'd be investing.
Right on.
And then I know you are developing a website, too.
Yeah, betteroffbitcoin.com. And that's kind of I see it as kind of a little nuggets of ways that you can spend Bitcoin, real world experiences on people that have bought it or invested with it or purchased something with it. Just kind of a way to visually, there's a lot of images on there. Every post has got an image and whatnot. So, you can see that there's a surf camp in Dominican Republic you can go to spend it, or you can see, I have a post on there on how I made 20% in one day on Bitcoin.
Okay. And what do you think is the number one thing that would draw people to Bitcoin or digital currency?
Bitcoin is, when I think of Bitcoin now, I get the same feeling I get from it when the internet was invented. I'm just slightly old enough to remember when the internet was invented. And back then, it's got the same problems. It's people back then couldn't memorize HTTP:// whatever, right?
Yep.
I mean, it was difficult. And they said this won't work for this reason or that reason. They might understand the concept, kind of like digital currency is understood now. But the details of it were made a lot of naysayers. And so I forget the question.
I love it.
I was going somewhere with that. And another thing I wanted to talk about a little bit was the marketplace.
Which is important.
Very important. If there's no place to spend Bitcoin, then Bitcoin goes away.
Yeah, it has no purpose.
Right. So, one of the things that I track more than anything is how is this marketplace developing. Like, almost every day I'm scouring through news sources and Reddit and every place, just seeing who is actually accepting Bitcoin, right? Can you buy beef jerky with it? Can you get a college education? Can you, all that stuff. And every day since I've started watching it, more and more and more places accept it until what we had, 2 days ago? Mm-hmm. Overstock.com started accepting Bitcoins.
Oh, okay. See, I had no idea about that.
Yeah.
Wow.
Made $126,000, $130,000 in the first 24 hours.
Wow.
On it.
So there's some prevalent businesses that are now accepting this.
Yes. And I actually went on there and tried it. It was a very smooth, seamless process. Reminded me of PayPal or something else. And
okay.
So if people can use it for goods and services, that's kind of key. And one of the things I want to do is make a plug for all the local merchants out there.
Please do, yeah.
Go to like Coinbase.com or a place like that, and sign up and be a merchant for Bitcoin. It'll be one of the best investments you ever make.
Well,
I feel very bold in saying that, but confident.
Yeah, we the consumer decide a lot of things too. So if we jump on board, the merchants have no choice.
Absolutely.
So
we're coming for you, merchants.
We're coming for you. I love it. Well, thank you so much. I feel like I know a lot more now, and I can't wait to even learn more.
Great.
Right.
Look forward to seeing you at a meetup.
I'll be there.
Right. Thanks, Justin.
Thank you. Welcome to the Local Experiment, episode 13. We are here in 2014, and I'm going to go meet Brooke from Novel Nation. She is a fashion designer and also does jewelry. Hey, Brooke.
Hey, Chelsea.
Are you ready for us to learn more about you?
Let's go.
Sorry, I did that.
We have to do that again. Hold on.
I'm so bad.
It takes a long time to close.
So, Brooke, what have you been working on?
I actually was working on a dress last night for you to wear today.
I cannot wait. What girl doesn't want to dress up?
Yep, and this is my place right here.
Oh, I love it. This is it?
Yes, this is it.
And how long have you been working on this?
2 days. Took me about 10 hours to put it together.
10 hours? And you were telling me earlier that it was reconstructed?
Yes, it's made from a dress, and then I added the middle portion to it, the ruffles.
That is amazing. And I know that you're already selling some of your clothes at different places here in Rochester. And what is one of the locations?
One is a location called Sugar Lips. It's
Okay.
a new boutique, and it's ran by a girl named Lindsay Zabay. And the other one is the Yippie Hippie, where I sell the jewelry. Would you like to try on the dress?
You know I want to. I love my dream. Like,
It's good. Does it feel okay? Does it fit well on you?
It fits perfect. I really love it, Brooke. And I know that you also, besides doing women's wear, you do men's clothing. And what are some of the things that inspire you with your clothing?
The things that inspire me most right now are nature and geometric shapes. And I'm really into recycling. I've always kind of had an interest in that. And yeah, just playful clothing.
Fun and romantic and whimsical.
Yes.
That's how I feel. And I know that when we were talking a little bit earlier, you, your big next goal is New York.
Yes.
You want to take that on. And
Yep.
what do you want to, like, where do you want to take what's your vision for your clothing? And you're a painter, and you also do jewelry. You do everything.
Yes, I do a little bit of everything. I just love art in general. And when I eventually move out to New York, I want to eventually have my own business. I'll probably work for some other people and learn from them, and then branch off on my own and keep growing and creating.
So we could see her on Project Runway. You never know.
Love that show.
I do too. I feel like I've had my own little Project Runway happening right now, so
Yeah.
I'm a happy woman. And how much would something like this sell for?
A lot of things come into play with price. I would probably charge $80 to $100 for it,
That
because
not
it
bad.
is partly repurposed. Fabrics weren't too expensive, 2-day project, It
10
wasn't
hours.
It wasn't too stressful, so it was
Yeah.
fun. So not too much for that one.
And
My
if-
prices are pretty fair, so.
And what if somebody got a hold of you privately and asked you to make them something? Do you do customized
Yes,
work?
I do custom garments. I do alterations. I do sewing lessons. Yeah.
Oh, you even do lessons?
Yep.
All right. Well, I'll be getting a hold of you later.
Yes. I love doing that kind of stuff with people.
That is awesome.
Start with the basics.
Yeah,
Yeah. I think everyone should know how to sew.
I agree. It's a lost art. I mean, I certainly don't know how to. I'm not
Yeah.
gonna lie. Well, thank you so much for having us in your home, and hopefully everybody will check out the different boutiques in Rochester. It was,
Sugar Lips,
Sugar Lips.
and the Hippie Hippie.
and then also people can find you on Facebook at Novel Nation.
Yes.
Awesome. Thank you so much, Brooke.
Thanks.
I had
Thanks
so
for
much fun.
wearing it. Looks
I'm
beautiful
taking
on
it.
you.
I'm taking it. No.